Hello. So what you're seeing is a completed proof of exercise 13.6. I think I'm actually in the old version of Fitch, but the mechanics are the same. So what I'm going to do is first direct your attention to the structuring subproof, which is the initial indented sequence from lines 4 through 16. And I hope it's clear in the midst of all the visual clutter that line 4 assumes the name A and small is attributed to A. And then line 16 is the conclusion of that subproof, namely that A is in back of C. And if we look at the conclusion of the argument, we know that we've got a universal, and it's a universal conditional claim. Moreover, there is a name in the back of relation. So the sentence says, everything small is in back of C. So we take our standard setup, and I'm pretty sure that you probably know that this is, that what this is a universal intro, but that where things maybe get a little bit confusing is what happens in next. In other words, how are you going to get to that back of relationship? So what I'd like to do is take the proof and start over, which, for reasons unknown to me, I'm not able to do. I'm trying to delete steps. It's not working. Hold on. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to open the exercise in the newer version of Fitch. Maybe that's the issue. Stand by. Okay, so I'm back. We've got the same argument open, but now I'm in the newer version of Fitch. And as you can see, what I've done is deleted the steps in between the initiation of the subproof at line 4 and the conclusion back of AC, which is presently at line 9. So my advice to you is the following. Go ahead and eliminate your universals straight away so that you don't have that extra visual clutter. You can then look to see what you've got and start to strategize from the conclusion of the subproof that A is in back of C. So for the sake of, I hope, efficiency, I am taking each of the universals, copying the large part of the sentence, pasting it here in line 5, and instantiating the variable with the constant A, right? So I took off the universal and I replaced the variable X across the board with A. I'm going to do the same thing with the second premise. This is the one, as a reminder, that involves an existing constant C. So that gets left alone. And then lastly, the universal negative that says nothing is both small and large. So we get the sentence, A is not both small and large, or it's not the case that A is both small and large. All right, so let's look at what we've got. We've got a disjunction at line 5. That should be a cue, a clue to what happens next, a cue to disjunction elim. In addition, you know that you want to dismantle the arrow at line 6. If you have tet A, then you can eliminate the arrow and get back of AC. And then lastly, you have a negated conjunction. So that negation, the fact that the negation is the main connective of this sentence, should tell you that you're going to want to find a contradiction. And then from a contradiction, anything follows, and what you want is back of AC. So as I mentioned a little bit ago, once you've dismantled your universal from each of the premises, you're now in a position to set up disjunction elimination. First, by assuming the left side, what do you want? You want back of AC, exiting the subproof and immediately starting the second side of the disjunction elimination. So tet A and small a. And again, what do you want? You want back of AC so that you can get out and say from lines 5, 8 to 11 to, right, we don't know what the numbers are going to be. We've proven back of AC. So that's disjunction elimination. So now you have, notice, your structuring and your nested subproof setups. You also, as a reminder, you've eliminated 1, 2, and 3, so you're done with those. Now you're in a position to work within your disjunction elim subproof. Now, you know that line 7 says it's not the case that A is both small and large. Look at line 8. You've got A is large. Look at line 4. You've got A is small. Conjoin those. So small a and large a, right, get you the claim. Where did it? Oh, forgot to dismantle large a. Right, so small a and large a are conjoined, right, to get the sentence A is small and large. And sorry, before you can do that though, you have to dismantle large A from the conjunction at 8. Now you're in a position to assert the contradiction. And from a contradiction, anything follows. So you assert A is in back of C. Now, the only animal you haven't dealt with yet in terms of the previously instantiated or eliminated universals is line 6. And I think you can see that line 13 has the antecedent you want. So eliminate the left side of the conjunction at line 13. Then line 6 and 14 get you back of AC. Now, if you go back to the beginning of the video, you'll see the citations and justifications, but I hope this process of working backward from the original, working backward from the conclusion to the argument, and then also working backward from the subconclusion at line 16, as well as looking at what you need to do with each of the connectives that are that govern the sentences that you have instantiated. You're seeing how you move forward.